me gown, I ain't go to class.
Very, very important. We got a big broadcast to do here. Introduce yourself. What is your name?
You're listening to Dream Level and Jack. Tune in and chat brings all right the related DTM.
For the very first episode of Doing the Most with Jack and Henry. I'm your host, Henry.
And I'm Jack.
That's our co-host, Jack. And we also have our assistant, Tomas, in the studio here. So yeah, that's pretty much how we're doing. I think that, it's pretty awesome that we're on the air here. What do you think, Jack?
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's still the first episode, so we're figuring everything out, but so far it's going great. So.
Yep, they threw us in here with absolutely no practice, so...
Well, that's not entirely true.
It's a bit rough, but yeah. I think we'd start the show, with a little introduction about who me and Jack are, so I guess I'll talk about myself a bit, and then Jack will talk about himself a bit, and then we're going to play a song. So, I'm Henry, I'm from LA, my favorite movie is Interstellar, and... yeah, I'm just super excited to be doing this.
Yeah. I'm Jack. I'm also from LA. I guess we'll go the favorite movie route. My favorite movie is Tron Legacy, if anyone knows that. I'm a huge Tron fan, so yeah. I also play guitar, so big music guy.
Awesome. Well, I kind of wanted to talk a bit about the kind of what they're doing on campus right now with The Rock. We just saw that on Fizz, so if we think about it a bit, I saw some really funny Fizz posts about it. Like one of them said that the hierarchy of power in Chapman University is about to change, and I think that's really funny because it's like I can't believe The Rock actually tried to take over DC with Black Adam.
Yeah,
that was
the
going
whole
to work ever.
Black Adam situation, right?
Yeah.
Did you end up seeing that movie?
I did not see Black Adam, but I still think it's hilarious that The Rock genuinely did try to get James Gunn's job by doing Black Adam. He thought that by doing the movie Black Adam, he would get James Gunn's job. So
yeah, seeing him on stage in a masterclass will actually be quite an experience. I'm really excited because I know he's a personality. I've heard that he's not the most fun to work with. So
it's in his contract that he can't lose a fight.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty hilarious. So, yeah, I'm also excited for the Smashing Machine. I mean, it looks pretty great. It's got Oscar buzz. It's The Rock in a serious role for the first time. So, I'm just I don't know, I'm kind of interested to see what he would do in a serious role where he's not, just playing The Rock, So...
yeah, I don't know anything about that movie. What is a...
So, The Rock plays I think, MMA fighter. It's a Benny Safdie directed movie. He made Uncut Gems. But we're going to talk about that a little later now. And right now, we're going to transition into our first song of the night. So, yeah, this is No Pull by Don Toliver. That was No Pull by Don Toliver, one of my personal favorites. And honestly, one of the greatest songs of all time, in my opinion. It goes with anything. It's a pretty banging song. Just right from the start, the music comes in and you're just like, yeah. It's a great song, but me and Jack want to go into our first segment here on the first episode of our podcast. This segment is called The Worst Moment of Our Week. So we're going to talk about the worst moments of our week for your entertainment. Jack, you want to start us off?
Yeah, I'll start us off. Mine's I've actually had a pretty good week, so mine's kind of lame, but Henry's told me that he's got a whole story, so I'm excited for that.
Oh, yeah.
So mine was I woke up, or this was on Monday, and I have an 8 a.m. Spanish class. And I woke up on my own, which you already know is a bad sign because I had 5 alarms set. I look at my phone, and it's 7:50. So I had 10 minutes to fully get ready and get to class. But I somehow managed to make it only 5 minutes late, which was pretty good. But yeah, so.
All right, it's kind of uneventful, but that's really the if you think about your week, that's the worst thing that happened.
Yeah, I know. It's a pretty good week. So
I have a whole saga of events here. So I ordered this monitor on Amazon because I was like, okay, I need to do this thing. I need to edit, and I need to have a good monitor for gaming and all that. So I was thinking that basically I should order it to campus because why not? And I didn't realize that campus mail actually closes at 5 p.m. and I have class that goes from 4 to 6 the day it was getting delivered. So that's kind of ridiculous. I was like, okay, I can just get it tomorrow. And so I get this guy from API to come help me, pick up the monitor so I don't have to lug it across campus, because not only is it I have to get it the next day, it's also that I have to get it all the way over at Dodge. And I live in the freshman dorm, so that's like literally across campus from each other and more, So it's kind of just like, what are we doing here?
Why did you have to get it from Dodge again?
I have to get it from Dodge because it's an oversized package, so it's kind of rough.
Oh, yeah.
And so I have him carry this monitor in his car for me, and he's bringing it into my room. And then, of course, I get to my room, and my ID card stops working. So I have to be like, thanks for the help, man. I got it from here, and I have to, while the monitor is sitting outside my room, go down to Henley Basement and get my ID card fixed, because I just have this problem going on where like my ID card will stop working randomly, just at random moments, and it really does suck. So yeah, that's the worst moment of my week, is that I got embarrassed in front of the guy helping me because my monitor was late and my ID card stopped working.
Yeah, and we actually, just before we got on air here, we went to Leatherby to get our IDs encoded to get into the studio, and since Henry is on like his 15,000th ID, since they stopped working, we got one that's like one of the old cards they were using, and then we pulled up to the studio and it still didn't work, so we're gonna have to figure that out.
They take us into the back room of the place there, and they're like, okay, so your ID card's not working, and there is something else we can do. And they kind of like, it was kind of awesome. Like, it was treated like kind of a big secret that the old new ID cards suck and that the old ones are there. And it was just kind of really cool seeing how they just let us have one of the limited edition old ID cards. They were like, be careful with this, we don't have that many. And I was like, oh, I got the super card here, because apparently these work really well. And so yeah, apparently they're just, the big problem with the new ID cards is that they don't work that well, and so these work really well.
And apparently, here's a little tip for you guys. Apparently, it's possible that if you put your ID card next to your phone, the phone can like zap the card, and then the card will stop working. So, if you're having issues with your ID cards, then maybe don't put it near your phone, in your pocket or whatever.
That's what we think is happening to mine, but, yeah. So we're going to play a song right now. This is Playboy Cardi, Location. That was Playboy Cardi, Location, another banger. Cardi is just really great. Going to the Antagonist tour in October. Let's talk a bit about the LA trip that I took over the weekend to Jack's show.
Oh, yeah.
So it was me, my friend Oscar, my friend Jacob, and my friend Tomas all drove down to LA because Jack tells us that he has a guitar show for us to go to. And so basically what happens here is that we show up to this place, and it's like a little outdoor venue. It's like, there's a little stage, but it's really, really tiny. And I noticed there's like a lot of just like adults here that are mingling around. And the more we're here, the more we realize that this is just like a much more intimate event than we thought it was going to be. Because again, Jack just told us he has a guitar show, and there's this plate of cookies. And so they have the name of the place on them, and like a guitar, because it's a music place. And I eat one of the cookies, and like this main guy comes up to me and he goes, "Don't eat all the cookies." I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it was my guitar teacher.
Yeah, it turns out that this whole thing is just where Jack learned how to play guitar, and this is like basically his recital.
Yeah, well, this was like my send off, since I'm in college now, so I can't play with a band anymore. It was my last performance, but yeah.
Yeah, it was really awesome, and like the drummer was like 14. He was really sick. Shout out Stanley.
Yeah, he's insane.
Stan the Man 11. But yeah, it was pretty great. And so my friends grabbed cookies too, and this guy comes back and he's like, "Seriously, guys, don't eat the cookies." We're like, "Bro, he had a whole plate of cookies left out," and we like, I don't know what the problem there was.
Well,
Jack, you said that guy gets scary, right?
Yeah, sometimes. He just wants everything to run correctly, like he doesn't mean it. And also, didn't you say after he told you guys to not eat the cookies, then Jacob was like, "Yeah, we should eat all the cookies."
That was Jacob, yeah. That was Jacob. But we didn't actually eat all the cookies. He just grabbed one for himself. and of course Tomas had one too. So, I mean, if we think about it, that whole thing was just kind of hilarious because it's like Jack invites us to a show we expect to see like a whole venue and like a bunch of people, and it ends up being like an intimate kind of friends and family night, and we just realized we were not invited there.
No, you definitely were. It's just I look-y didn't tell my guitar teacher that you guys were coming, which I probably should have done. So he had like no idea who you were, but he did say, bring, invite everyone you know. So
yeah, and Jack, wasn't there something you wanted to talk about too? Let's just change topics here.
Oh yeah. So recently, Henry has a Switch 2. I have a Switch 1. And I love my Switch 1, but it's like ancient now. It cannot even survive if it's not plugged in. But I've been playing on Henry's Switch 2, and when the Switch 2 came out, I was under the impression that it sucked because, the prices were insane, and they only had one game out, which was Mario Kart World. And I was like, they turned Mario Kart into an open world game? Like, what?
And it's awesome.
But yeah, so I've been playing Mario Kart with this guy, and it's actually so good. Like, the Switch 2 is actually just a better Switch 1. Like, it's what the Switch 1 should have been. Like, the way you can just take the Joy-Cons off so easily, it's like, I actually may have to even get one. And Mario Kart World is just Mario Kart 8, but, like, better in almost every way.
In every way.
Like, the concept sounds stupid, but when you get on the console, it's actually really good.
Yeah, honestly, I can't imagine. I mean, like, I can't imagine not using it. Like, I don't know why people were hating on it so much, because sure it's overpriced, and sure Mario Kart World was $80, but they also gave you a way to buy it for $50. And if we're talking about the price of the Switch being $450 and then $500 with the Mario Kart World bundle, let's go back to PlayStation and their egregious PlayStation Pro pricing, which has no quality upgrades. And also, a lot of things I see people complaining about is like Nintendo Online costs $20 a year for their online service. Oh. Xbox costs $20 a month. Like, wait, yeah. What are we doing?
Online is only $20 a year?
Online is only $20 a year. It's the best deal in gaming.
Oh wow, I didn't even I pay for online. I didn't even know it was that cheap.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know why people get so upset at Nintendo, because sure, they're a bit greedy, but like, look at Microsoft and PlayStation, dude. They're like literally bleeding people dry.
Bro, Microsoft, don't even get me started on Microsoft.
But yeah, it's just like, I think Mario Kart World's great though. I just finished DK Bonanza 2 a while ago. It came out over summer, but I couldn't play it because I was working at a summer camp. So yeah, it was pretty cool though to have like the Switch 2. It's so awesome that all the games run natively in 4K, which is just like, and you think about games like Tears of the Kingdom, which they were able to do that on 7-year-old hardware, and it was so great and so beautiful. Just imagine what they're going to do now that they're on modern hardware, like 4K 60 FPS. That's going to be beautiful. Tears of the Kingdom in like 4K 60 FPS is already beautiful, but like, now watch what happens when there's a game built from the ground up for this. So yeah. How do
you feel about the DK redesign?
I like it. At first I was against it, but after playing DK Bonanza, I just realized he's just so much more like my guy now.
What do you mean by that?
Like, he wasn't really chill like that before, and then they redesigned him, and after playing DK Bonanza, he's so chill now. He's a chiller. Yeah,
I was also like against it when I first saw it, because the original design in Super Smash Bros. and all that stuff is, I think it's, at this point, it's pretty nostalgic. But like in the Mario movie, I think they have his new design, right? Like, they look pretty similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was good in that. I really liked that. And he's played by Seth Rogen.
Yeah,
so.
I can't believe he's played by Seth Rogen. The Mario movie cast really is insane.
I know.
Jack Black as Bowser. I think the weirdest choice is Charlie Day as Luigi.
That was actually really good. Wait, no, I think the weirdest one was...
No, I think he's great, but I think that's hilarious. Like, how did Charlie Day land the role of Luigi?
How did Chris Pratt get the role of Mario?
Chris Pratt as Mario makes sense.
No,
because
it doesn't.
He's like that guy, but...
Chris Pratt is hilarious, yeah, but like, that's such a random...
I just feel like he's such an animated character guy. Like, he played Emmett, and he just does the Emmett voice for every character he's in, and then he just gets paid millions. And I think, you know what? Fine, that's his thing.
Yeah. Chris Pratt is just... Yeah, he's just Chris Pratt.
Yeah, but like Charlie Day, you think about Charlie Day's track record, and it really is like, he's been on this show, It's Always Sunny, which is just like the most offensive show ever.
Yeah, it's
So
not
I-
even like close to Mario.
Yeah, I don't know how Nintendo let him get that role, but I really like him, and I really like him as Luigi, so I think it works.
Yeah, who's this guy Charlie Day? What else has he done, you know?
Yeah. So we're going to play a song right now. It's called Playboi Carti, Olympian. Please enjoy. That was Olympian by Playboi Carti. Another personal favorite. All the songs you're hearing today are from my playlist, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm
get
letting
ready for that.
Henry take the floor with the songs on this one.
We've been made aware that our friend Oscar is listening to our show right now, so shout out Oscar. And also shout out my dad, who is actively texting me on what I could do better. Well, he just texted me he has a meeting in 10, though, so I guess I'll see you later. But
See ya, Henry's dad.
see ya, like Playboi Carti.
Oh.
Yeah. Tomas didn't like that joke. I can see in the studio he was just cringing. But it is whatever. So I also was thinking about Charlie Day. He was in Pacific Rim. Have you seen that movie?
I have. Have you seen the We Do Not Talk About the second one?
The second Pacific Rim?
Yeah, that doesn't actually exist.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
I remember I saw it in theaters, and it was like, it was fine. It was whatever, but it was so forgettable, and it's really not good,
Yeah.
honestly.
That might have been one of the first movies I've ever fallen asleep to. Like, it was ridiculously bad.
I'm going to be honest, this is a bit of a hot take, but the first Avengers movie is really boring.
What? What do you mean?
I fell asleep to it.
How?
Fell asleep.
Well, okay, what do you not like about it? It's just boring?
I think compared to like everything else that Marvel's made, there's much better stuff to like watch. I don't know. I think Spider-Man's lit. I think all the other stuff is lit. Iron Man's great, but this the first Avengers movie. It's just kind of boring.
That's the one it's with Loki and the Chitauri,
It's the one with
right?
Loki and the Chitauri. It's just like the first hour of it is so agonizing, and then the rest of it's cool though. Like when Iron Man sends the nuke back into the black hole.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
That's sick. It's not a black hole actually. It's a dimensional portal, but.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I also think, well, like, the beginning, that this is also, like, the Avengers was kind of like the first movie, big superhero movie to kind of do that. You know, Marvel was the first to do the superhero thing. And now, since then, they've kind of had to one-up themselves every single time. So I think that could be a reason why you think it's boring now, because we're kind of desaturated now with this like Marvel slop, you know. With
Yeah.
did you see Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania?
I did see Quantumania. It sucked.
It was
really-
so
it
bad.
really
I
sucked.
really thought that was going to be the movie that was going to bring Marvel out of its slump, and it did not. It was so bad. It was actually one of the worst Marvel movies I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our friend Asher is standing outside the studio right now and just like harassing us and taking photos of us. Hi, Asher. Shout out to you. Thomas, you want to let him in? Let's see if we can maybe get him on the mic here.
Yeah, we can.
But yeah, I think Avengers, it was just like, it's pretty great. But yeah, we're gonna play a song right now. It's gonna be called "Drive Me Crazy" by Lil Yachty.
Oh, I like this one.
Yeah, here it goes. That was "Drive Me Crazy" by Lil Yachty. Oh man, I saw that song live in February of this year. So great. We brought our friend Asher into the studio. Asher, say hi.
Yo, what's good, Chapman Radio?
Hey.
Yes, sir.
So, Asher, we talked about this earlier, but we're going to ask all of our guests this. What is the worst moment of your week?
You know, Henry, I would have to say, bro, I was at the Chabad house this week,
Yeah.
and well, I do Sinai Scholars, so I had to go to the bathroom mid-lesson. And so I went into the bathroom, and I did what one does in the bathroom. But this was a really big one that someone does in the bathroom, if you know what I'm saying.
Peak first episode.
And the toilet went flush. So I personally was gonna walk out and just not tell anyone, but I made the mistake of telling my friend, and he forced me to tell Rabbi Eliezer. and Rabbi Eliezer then proceeded to give me step-by-step instructions on how to fix the clogged toilet. And, you know, I ended up fixing the toilet, but it was not peak Chapman
That's
experience.
so funny.
You had to fix the rabbi's toilet.
I
to fix
did.
Rabbi's toilet.
Oh my god.
That's so great. So, yeah, I mean, why'd you tell your friend?
Dude, that's I thought he was trusted, but we had just been talking about like being honest and respectful, and so I guess his moral compass clocked in all of a sudden.
Clocked in and then made you fix the toilet.
Yeah.
How would you rate that out of 10?
Oh, it was pretty nerve-wracking, just like being confronted by my shit, but
Literally.
at the end of the day, I learned a valuable lesson of being honest.
That's good.
Hey,
and
shout
now
out.
the Brad Boy's toilet is working again. So.
Is it working? Did you fix it?
It's kind of a buns toilet.
Well, yeah.
Easily cloggable.
All right. Well, now we know.
Easily
Don't use
cloggable.
that toilet. I guess.
Asher, what's your favorite movie?
It'd have to be the Starving Games.
The Starving Games. Is that the parody of the Hunger Games?
Yeah, I actually watched that movie before I watched the real Hunger Games because my mom made me read the books first, so.
What? What do you mean she made you read the books first?
She was like, you have to read the books before you watch the movie.
Did that
And
go
then-
for every book movie or just the Hunger Games?
It went for a lot of movies. She's a librarian, so shout out her.
Oh.
Shout
Hey,
out
shout out.
Jessica, yo. I hope you're
Shout out
listening.
Jessica.
So you-
Shout out Majel.
You read all the Hunger Games books and then decided to watch the Starving Games instead of the actual movie.
Oh, yeah. It was, I honestly think it's better. It has more plot.
You think it has more plot?
The Starving Games? How is it different than the Hunger Games?
Yeah.
It's way more comical and, can't miss every shot. Just way more dynamic of a character.
That's
Yeah.
it. Is that the main character?
That is the main character. I mean, I'm not going to probably watch it with a pretentious Dodge kid because, they'd be highly critical of the cinematography.
All
but,
right.
that shit's elite.
Yeah.
Bad movies are
I think
the
we
best.
should have a Starving Games watch party pretty soon.
Ooh, we should.
Yeah. I think
Sequel
maybe we'll
by-
do that for Hits and Hits.
Well, yeah, upcoming
Oh,
segment,
we should
little
probably
teaser.
explain what that is. So there's some upcoming segments that we have, like Hits and Hits, where we're going to watch a movie while faded and then come on the show and give you a review and summary of that movie while we're still faded. So
that sounds hype.
get ready for that. I think that might be happening not next week because next week we have Batman on.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
if you guys saw Batman.
We've
around
got a lot
Chapter
of good stuff coming.
But next week we have Batman on. So I think third episode we're going to be doing Hits and Hits as one of our segments there. So get ready for that. A lot
yeah,
of fun
hit
stuff
us
coming.
up on Instagram at DTM Radio for
At
movie
DTM
suggestions
Radio,
as
yeah.
well.
And feel free to DM the account. I'm running it, so you can just DM me anything, feedback, suggestions, anything you want us to talk
Movie
about.
recs.
Movie recs for Hits and Hits, and I'll set up a Google form too, so it'll be pretty great. We're gonna play a song now. This is "Assumptions" by Sam Geltry. God, that song is so good. That was Assumptions by Sam Geltry. So we have a little bit of a surprise guest that joined in the middle of that song. We have my friend Oscar Martini.
Hello guys.
Our resident British student here at Chapman. Oscar is one of my closest friends so far, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm loving the show. Thank you for having me.
Asher's
course.
still here too, by the way.
Yo, what's up, Chapman?
So yeah, Oscar, we've been taking Oscar to all of these different places, but before we talk about that, Oscar, I want to know what your worst moment of the week has been. It's a recurring segment here. We're gonna
I
ask
mean-
all of our guests.
I don't want to say a boring answer because, I've been here over a month now in the States and I've genuinely loved every day. Like, I haven't had a bad moment. Seriously.
That's
I don't know, just saying
fantastic.
that. So, yeah, I just want to say, like, everyone here is really, really nice. Made loads of friends. Like Henry. Yeah, such as Henry. And, yeah, I've just loved my time here so far. I genuinely haven't had a bad moment.
You ain't glazing.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, bro,
Everybody
everyone
should
loves
too,
his
bro.
accent.
Well,
It's getting old.
It's yeah.
Not the
you
accent.
should-
People commenting on.
No,
it.
you should drop the accent. I know you're not. I know you're faking it.
should I just start speaking in American
Yeah,
accent?
Yeah.
because that's your real accent, right?
Confirmed
I'm from
Australian.
California.
You did.
You know.
So Oscar, we'll be taking you to all these different fast food places for the first time. We brought Oscar to Cold Stone last night. And so what was your
Was
experience
that
there?
the ice cream one?
That was the ice cream one,
Yeah,
where they
yeah.
chop it in front of you.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That I enjoyed that. I was pretty full at the time because I'd already been somewhere else to get food. But yeah, it seemed like a good ice cream place. And my roommate, shout out to Noah, he took me to a frozen yogurt place.
Ooh, what was it? What frozen yogurt place?
What was it called again? It was
Yogurtland.
Yogurtland.
No
yeah,
way.
Yogurtland, yeah. We have something similar in the UK. It's called Snog frozen yogurt.
Snog.
It's quite an
That's
interesting
very
name,
British.
but that's what we have back home, and it was as good over here.
Yogurtland is so goated, but I think my favorite reaction from you, Oscar, is when we took you to In-N-Out and you fell in love instantly.
I think didn't I say something like the cheeseburger is one of the best.
Yes,
inventions that
it's
human-
spawned the whole conversation about the best human inventions. And
What? The In-N-Out cheeseburger?
He put the In-N-Out cheeseburger in
I
top
think
5 human inventions.
It was brilliant, and it needs to expand.
Yeah, I know. It is honestly, it's only it's not even just a US exclusive. It's like West Coast.
California,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I think if they were to expand into the UK, or like not into the UK, but just like expand more in general, though, then the quality would go down and it would get worse.
Yeah, they pride themselves on the quality.
Yeah, but I think have we tried Chick-fil-A yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
been
we
to
should gotta
Chick-fil-A.
do that.
You've had Dave's though, right?
I love Dave's. We had
love
that in like
Dave's, yeah.
downtown LA, right?
Oh yeah.
What else? I've had Cane's.
Oh yeah, how do you feel about Cane's?
Oh yeah.
Cane's is good. No complaints there. But yeah, I've heard Chick-fil-A is the best. So
It's the GOAT. We got to
I
do
need
it
to try
tonight,
that.
actually.
Yeah,
Okay,
Chick-fil-A
yeah,
is
totally should.
fantastic.
And guys, if you like Oscar, stay tuned because we're gonna do an Oscar episode where we kind of interview him more in depth later on. So it's pretty great.
Yeah,
But I
can't
want you
wait.
to rank so far the fast food places you've tried.
Yeah,
on
the
like
American
a list.
so
fast
far,
food.
I think it's got to be In-N-Out number one.
In-N-Out
number
so
one,
In-N-Out
okay.
number one. We got it. And I'm gonna go Dave's Hot Chicken number 2.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
Is that a hot take or?
No,
I don't think
it's
so.
most people do put Dave's pretty big, but I think overall grand scheme of things, it is kind of a hot take.
Okay. And then I'm gonna have to say Cane's number 3.
Have you had Chipotle yet?
Yeah. Oh, forget what Chipotle number 3.
Yeah.
wow.
And Taco Bell number 4.
What?
Cane's number
That's a
5.
hot
Wow,
take.
okay,
Putting
Cane's
Taco
is-
Bell over Cane's is a hot
Yeah,
take.
that is kind of crazy.
I mean, you know what? It's open very late as well, so that's
Oh,
a
true.
bonus points for that. And it just kind of hit different at night, you know. So.
Yeah, that is a fast food place you only get when it's like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
have nothing else to eat. But it does hit.
Oh wait, we also went to that drive-through. We ended up walking.
Oh yeah, what was
Oh
that
my
place
God.
called?
Yeah, we go to this
I
place
was-
at 1 a.m. It's called Victory Diner.
Yes,
here in
that's the one.
here in Orange. And we go to the place. We see the guy inside, but the doors are locked. And it says it's open though. Like everything points to this restaurant being open. The lights are on. The guy's at the register. The doors are locked though, so we can't do anything. This guy's just scrolling reels on his phone inside.
And we Ubered there as
And
well.
we
That's
Ubered there also,
important
so
detail.
it's not like we could just leave. We're getting the food, and so we try to go over to the drive-through, and we're like, if we all stand on the sensor, it'll activate. And funnily enough, it did work eventually. And so we walked through the drive-through, and it was just like it's really funny. And we ended up there was like 2 cars that ended up behind us too.
Yeah,
And we
yeah.
just,
we
like,
were just
standing
we just
there.
had our own little car in the drive.
we
non-existent
we
car,
we went into formation of a car where I was like driving, and I think Oscar was shotgun.
Yeah, that
as
was.
he always is.
Yeah.
It got posted on Fizz too. If you saw it.
Oh, yeah,
We
we
saw
went
that.
Fizz
Yeah,
viral
we
for a
got
little bit.
500 likes. I hate the mods on Fizz so much. Every time I make a post, they take it down. Like the other day, I posted
What?
someone's receipt I found on the ground, and I just it said their name on it, so I was like, "Hey, stop littering." Just as like a funny little joke, and they took it down for bullying.
What?
That's not
Oh.
bullying. That's
How-
just like
People post the IDs and stuff. I
That's
feel
what
like
I'm
that's
saying.
exactly
Like
the same.
I feel like that's even worse.
Yeah, it's got their full like the student ID number as well.
Yeah.
Who is a professional fizz mod?
I
don't
don't
even
know.
know, like,
but
how
you
does
have
that-
to. I think they choose people from every campus. From like each college, they choose people, or like you can sign up to be a fizz mod. Maybe I don't know, but I hate them.
Is it a minor at Jetman?
Being a fizz mod.
Fizz mod minor.
I got a minor in fizz.
And Henry, didn't you got the like TikTok Fizz influencer?
It's true. I'm in the fizz influencer program. They're paying me to make TikToks about how good fizz is now.
Have you made any yet?
I haven't made any yet.
Yeah, you
but
gotta get on that,
I'm
man.
trying to get that bag, so I should get on that soon. Oscar, what is your favorite movie? We asked this to Asher, and he said The Starving Games, but I want to
think-
know if you have a better take.
Hands down, Interstellar. I've
Oh,
seen it
okay.
Correct
3
answer.
times.
Correct
It's
answer.
The best film.
It is truly a perfect film, and I love Christopher Nolan so much.
Oh yeah, and the soundtrack in that film is
yes.
so good. But you know what? I'm currently an undecided major, but I'm currently doing a film class, FTV 140, and I feel so out of my depth when I'm there. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not like a big film guy, so
Yeah.
I'm around all these Dodge kids who, of course, it's very competitive to come here, and they know everything about film, everything there is to know. So, the teacher's like, hands up if you've seen this film, and I'm like the only one to have not seen it.
Yeah.
So,
Aren't you also in PR and ad? You're basically in
yeah.
all Dodge.
That's
there.
right, in the DMAC. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
shout out DMAC.
Yeah, I don't
They
have any
some great
classes in there.
snacks
I wish
there,
I
if I'm being
did.
honest.
Yeah, it's such a chill area.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna have to head out pretty soon, so I think we're gonna just tell us our names again. I'm Henry,
I'm Jack.
I'm Oscar.
Sure.
and so yeah, me and Jack are gonna be here every week. Oscar and Asher maybe not, but we will do an Oscar episode soon. Asher can come back if he wants,
I will.
and then obviously Tomas is our little assistant here, a little goblin, a little assistant goblin.
Shout out to Tomas.
Shout out Tomas. Tomas, do you wanna maybe say hi?
Yo, what's up?
What's up, Tomas? So yeah, that's going to be all. Follow us on Instagram at
Yep.
DTM Radio.
Hit us up
Message
for
us.
movie recs, and also stay tuned for Batman interview.
Batman is our next episode, so stay tuned for that. And then after that, we're going to do hits and hits, so get ready for that. But yeah, really follow us at DTM Radio on Instagram and message us anything, man, because I'm running that account, so I will see it. And just give us suggestions, feedback, movie recs, anything you want to see us do on here, please hit us up. Thank you guys so much, and have a great
Yeah.
day.
Henry and Jack, thank you for having me.
Yo,
course.
Thank you.
This is Fell in Love by Playboy Cardi.